John 19:31-37. Now it was the day of preparation, and the next day was to be a special Sabbath. Because the leaders did not want the bodies left on the crosses during the Sabbath, they asked Pilate to have their legs broken so that they died quickly and the bodies taken down. The soldiers therefore came and broke the legs of the first man who had been crucified with Jesus, and then those of the other. But when they came to Jesus and found he was already dead, they didn't break his legs. Instead, one of the soldiers pierced Jesus' side with a spear, bringing a sudden flow of blood and water. The man who saw it has given testimony, and his testimony is true. He knows that he tells the truth, and he testifies this so that you may also believe. These things happened so that the scripture would be fulfilled, not one of his bones would be broken. And as another scripture says, they will look upon the one they have pierced. First of all, why did the leaders not want the bodies left during the Sabbath? Well, we covered this in Deuteronomy, didn't we? Right at the beginning of this series, which says that the body on a pole must be taken down, otherwise it brings a curse on the land. So they broke the legs of the criminals just to add to their excruciating pain. Imagine that, and to hasten their death. But then they saw Jesus had already died. Now, what was the significance of the piercing the side and the blood and water coming out? Well, it was the Romans' way of proving scientifically that Jesus had indeed died, because the pericardial sac around the heart had ruptured, which brought forth plasma, the water, and the blood. So the blood had already separated. Jesus had essentially died of a broken heart, quite literally. Blood and water came out, and that's what happens when it's ruptured. He was dead.